Brainiac, we're up.
Oh, you actually started the stream?
What the fuck do you think? What do you think we're here for, Brainiac?
Hello, everyone. I'm here because Lag Spike really wanted the dulcet tones of my beautiful voice.
That's true, and also, like, you need to understand how mid I am by myself. Like, I'm able to do some... I know that there's some people that would try to be nice to me in the stream and be like, no, you're good by yourself. Like, let's be realistic here. The longer I'm by myself, the more you risk just me, like, turning into a singularity and just talking about the most deranged topics of all time. I think that if the Fates developers were asked whether Selena was good or bad at munching, she would be bad at munching because it fits into the tsundere archetype better. Right. This chapter 7 specifically, however, the strat. So we're going Shinzo Abe strats. Goal number 1 is to get everybody married. Okay, let's go umbrella. You could stay under my umbrella. Ella. You ever listen to that? Surely, man.
I have. It's a very old song.
Just listen. I know you're right. Don't say shit like that. There's a lot of older people in my audience. Let's go for it. In fact, let's like do this for the dual strike XP. Actually, let's do this. Actually, let's do this convoy. I need to grab like a better weapon for her. Let's do votive candle. I'll actually replicate out this turn. Wait, he wanted KOs? On what end? By the way, for those wondering, this is Koji.
You have trample!
No, I did calc trample. Well, honestly, I don't mind him wanting KOing, to be perfectly fair. They're like, it's fine that he wanted KOs. It's chill.
Not only do you have trample, but you also gave him a pair up that gives him 2 extra points of damage.
That's true, that's true.
So you're sitting on 34 magical attack right now.
So this is Koji, by the way. I usually name my Corns after the main character or an important character in a game that I've played recently. Today it is Koji, who is an important character in Saya no Uta, the visual novel that I recently finished reading. It's the first thing that I've fully read in Japanese. It was very fun. I was surprised I was able to pick up on like the nuances in the language construction as much as I was. I would tell Brainiac to read it, but like I know that he's illiterate to a ridiculous... Yeah, I know, right? The most illiterate man in history versus the most illiterate man of today. So this way, you see Elise has 16 defense, 13 speed, and also 11 attacks, so she does no damage. I do want to give Felicia a little bit of EXP so that she has an easier time on next chapter. Greg, did you like Scarlet and Violet?
I thought that its gameplay was okay, but I thought in other respects it was irredeemably bad.
I feel like the gameplay was like the most middling point for me. For me, what I really liked was the character writing. I feel like they demonstrated that they've really put some effort into the character writing.
The character writing was good for a Pokemon game, but I don't play Pokemon for the character writing.
What, do you play Pokemon to jerk off the women? You see Olivia and you go...
Women in Pokemon are 10.
Olivia?
Olivia's not 10. Olivia's
okay,
7.
That's what I was about to say, bro. Where were you when Charlie Kirk died?
Oh, I can tell you exactly what happened when Charlie Kirk died. I was at my job, right? And I was sitting like at my desk. And one of my coworkers, who's a little into politics, hears the news, walks up to my desk, and goes, "Hey, Brainiac, did you hear that? Did you hear Charlie Kirk said?" And the biggest fucking grin flashes across my face, and he goes, "You don't seem very you don't seem very saddened by the news." And I'm like, "I'm not."
You will not believe how I learned about Charlie Kirk's death, dude. I was just going through my disc. I was just like, you know, like this was pre full-time employment, so I was just doing fucking whatever. I get a ping from the One Piece TCG Discord, and they're like, a prolific right-wing content creator has just died. I expect you guys to not talk about this in this server. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? They were like, Charlie Kirk. And I'm like, Charlie Kirk got shot? Yeah, it was the most ridiculous place to receive that kind of news. I think Charlie Kirk's death is going to be the new 9/11, except for the part where with 9/11 people like didn't make fun of it for a few years, but now but no such luck with Kirk. The Kirkening.
It did not take very long for Kirk.
Charlie Kirk's death was one of the top one day on Twitter ever. That was one of the best days on Twitter. Everybody was posting some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen, and it was always like I was dying laughing. It was sort of gallows humor adjacent, where I was like, there's just no way people are thinking about this stuff. Some people had that shit. I can guarantee you, some people had that shit locked and loaded for when something like this happened.
Folder for when Charlie Kirk dies.
Yeah, it's like the pre-Nintendo Direct folder of memes for when the folder of memes for three hopes and like Fortune's Weave announcement, and then the other one is Suicide Note. Brant, you ever play a game? We were talking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You ever play a game that's like giga mid, but like right at the end almost manages to gaslight you into thinking that it was actually peak all along because like the last 4 hours are some of the best video gaming you've ever experienced? Dude, this happened to me very recently. I finished Slow Damage, which is a boys love visual novel, and the whole game was like insanely middling. And I like yaoi. People know I like yaoi, but let me tell you something.
Unfortunately, I am painfully aware how much you like yaoi. Yeah.
Slow Damage was not that good. So the way that the game works is that there's 4 routes. There's you can pick either of the 2 first routes in any order. Once you finish one of those routes, you unlock a 3rd route, and once you finish all 3 of the routes, you get the 4th true ending route. The first 3 routes were all genuinely so dog shit. Well, no. 2 of the first 3 routes were genuinely so dog shit that I was like, this game is terrible. And then I headed to the, like, you need to understand that the way that the game presents to you the 4th route is actually, like, so cinema. Like, you finish the 3rd route, and the game kicks you to the title screen, and it's like, and suddenly, like, a box with a bunch of, like, random shit appears on it, and you hover over it, and it says, ball-jointed doll, seek the truth. And I actually started, like, shivering. I was like, this game is more? And I clicked it, and what follows is 20 hours of some of the greatest visual novel writing I've ever read. By the end of that route, they had almost fully successfully managed to gaslight me into thinking that that game was good. The final round in Slow Damage is so good, dude.
I see. You see, my problem is if I'm at the point where 10 hours in, the game's, like, painfully mid, I probably just stop playing.
Yeah, I will say, I was definitely in that camp, but I've started, like, getting... Because here's the thing. That's how I felt about Trails in the Sky FC. That's how I felt about Xenoblade Chronicles. These are some of my favorite games now. I have to some degree, if I have faith enough in my friends that if they tell me that something is good, I will stick with it as much as I can. I can't believe the one thing I will say this game does not make any sense is why did they stop doing like the Effie 7 style weapon rank gain system where like the better weapon you use the more weapon rank you gain, or depending on the weapon you use you get more weapon rank gain.
Depending on what weapons they gave it to, it might have buffed some weapons. Like if silver weapons were like still abysmally dog shit.
Well, like, imagine like steel weapons gave triple the weapon EXP they give right now.
You use steel weapons, yeah. Not like all the time, but like...
Yeah, I would use it every now and then. Like, if it gave me a 1-hit KO, I would use it.
I mean, my thing of reclassing Elise is I feel like you want to do it at the earliest possible convenience, because otherwise you're spending the entire game training. I guess Tome Rank is fine, but like, even then, like, you're in Troubadour for the first half of the game, so like, you're not even training Tome Rank, you're just training Staff Rank.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you're going like Wyvern Elite, you're going into like Malignite, you have E-Tomes, E-Axes, and it's like, what the fuck
if you reclass promoted, I feel like it's less of an issue. But if you're reclassing unpromoted late, that's hell, man. Because now you have to deal with E-Rank Axis at a point where it's not... Like, E-Rank Axis at a point where her strength is already so low that this class base can't carry her. I'm so close to this level up. I will say, I did give literally nobody else EXP this chapter. That might be kind of an issue.
You'll be fine.
Actually, no. Effie got 1 level up. I don't need to slander on my name. After this one combat, I will then give the final kill to Arthur. Once she's at level 10, yup. I'll take it. Hit. Thank you. Casual 50 turns. Brandon, did I tell you about how many engaged cosplayers there were at MomoCon?
No, you did not.
You're gonna love this. There were 2 Fire Emblem Shadows cosplayers at MomoCon, and there was one engaged, and there was one engaged cosplayer at MomoCon.
Embarrassing.
Dude, Brainiac, at MomoCon, are you familiar at all with Fate Stay Night, or anything like that? In any way, shape, or
I'm
form.
aware of its existence. I know that Saber is a character in that game.
Do you know Shiro, the guy with the fuck-ass blue shirt? I was walking around Momocon, and I saw this, like, like this really cute girl wearing, like a Shiro, like a, what is it? Not Shiro, the fucking other one. Rin cosplay. She was dressed up as Rin from Fate, and she was, like, dressed up, and she was walking around. She comes out of the room, and she's holding hands with, like, her boyfriend or something, and her boyfriend is, like, a Shiro cosplayer, and he's, like, at least 250 pounds. And I actually had to do the iShow speed gif, where I was like, it felt like such an easy, it's like, it's too obvious, man. Like, come on, you gotta, like, you're not helping the Fate fans, their reputation at all by doing some shit like this. Come on, dude. I thought the punchline was gonna be Rin cosplay amazing boyfriend cosplays as Shiro and it's just a shirt and pants. And listen, that is not a fair thing to get mad about, because Shiro's outfit is literally just a shirt and pants. Like, I can't get mad at them for being like, oh my god, can you believe this person doing an accurate Fate Stay Night cosplay? Like, what kind of, I'm not that much of a curmudgeon. We'll go Arthur's axe here, we'll go here.
I mean, it's none of my business. I don't care, like, that much. It's just, like, a thought I have. Like, it feels a little, like, I don't know, kind of boring, I guess.
Okay, so I did just fuck up there. We're just going to start over on Chapter 7. Actually, I will say, I don't want to re-import everything on Chapter 7. We're just going to start over on Chapter 8, because everybody knows that I can do Chapter 7. I don't know a goddamn thing about Fate. My friend really likes Fate Stay Night. However, he also really liked Trails, and he said that he would read Umineko if I played all of Trails. And I have played and completed 13 Trails games, and he is at part 2 out of 8 of Umineko. So, until that motherfucker finishes Umineko, I am not touching Nasu. And I'm well within my rights to do so. I'm still thinking about that one viewer that said that they read Umineko because of me. And the absolute... And that was like, I don't think I've ever felt better in my life. That was like true euphoria. Oh, why would you attack Felicia? Who the fuck attacks Felicia there? I'm so confused. Fate's AI makes no sense, man. Fucking chat GPT ass gameplay, dog. What are we talking about? What do you mean you attacked Felicia there? You had like 4 hit on her. If I go like this, well, okay, here's the thing. If I go like this, 5, separate Felicia out here, she'll be able to reach. So I can go here, switch, transfer. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. I can even get the weapon rank, I can even get the support rank game. I think you're gonna freeze Elise, based on what I know of this AI. That guy had 12, and the other guy has 2 less attacks, so he's gonna do 10. See? Told you. And now I can 1-hit KO this guy in player phase and tank this guy in enemy phase. Easy clap. Watch this. Boom. Wait, do I get double?
With a stick.
With a stick, yes sir! Kill him with a stick, baby! If I do this, then she just totally lives. She eats that shit. Yeah. Okay, we'll go back to Chapter 7. I need a mental reset. I need a mental reset. Don't worry. I'll have to go through my fucking... I don't know why I'm acting like somebody else did this. Like, I'm the one that did this to myself. No, wait. I should have a save file where I have all the weapons set up. Hey, okay, don't fuck with me here. Okay, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I do not have, for some reason, a save file where where I'm on Chapter 7. We're gonna have to do Chapter 8 again. I think I just equip like fucking life and death, honestly. I'm not really facing that much combat, and I can usually live a hit with life and death active. Hog Chapter 8. Give it up for Chapter 8, everybody!
Give it up. This is the third time we're
Don't
playing
forget,
chapter
you're
today.
here forever.
For better or worse, and by for better or worse,
You
I
mean
mostly
just
mean
worse.
Yeah.
I still don't know why that fucking mage went for Felicia. It just seems like such a throw. The mage hates women? Bro's a misogynist twink. Unfortunately, this archetype of person is very common these days. One of these days that 95 is gonna miss. No, it's not one of these days. I'm winning this run. I need to stop thinking about this like it's like a fucking dead run. I need to do.
You're winning this run.
I'm reading ReZero right now. This is what this is what they're always talking about in ReZero. You can't give up on life. You need to be kinder to yourself. You need to be more like kindness Luigi instead of like evil Mario.
Uh-huh. How many times have you done chapter? I gotta say, you went through Birthright really fast. You're already back on chapter 8.
I changed the rules, alright? Pray I do not alter them further. Branak, you seem like you're a JRPG guy, right? Did you play Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes. I think that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the best Xenoblade game, personally.
That's a little bit crazy, but also I don't hate that take. I really don't hate that take.
You have to remember that I am a gameplay first kind of guy. That being said, my thing with okay, so I have this problem with the Xenoblade combat system in general, where it feels like it's very hard to tell what's happening. So when things are going right and you're killing things, it feels like you're just kind of mashing buttons.
That's fucking true, dude. That's why I like games that don't try to pretend like they're making you do anything more than mashing. That's why I fucking love the Muso games, man. When I'm playing Persona 5 Strikers, I know I'm playing like a fucking idiot. And I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. Oh, I came up with another bit that I tried this out in VC once, and it was actually so fucking fun that I can't stop doing it. It's like you introduce a bunch of fictional characters or real characters as if they're like the horses in an Uma Musume race lineup. Coming up on the post, we've got Arthur from Fire Emblem Fates, we've got Arthur from Arthur the TV show holding his fist like that, we've got Arthur from Effie 8, we've got Arthur from Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption, Arthur from King Arthur, we've got Arthur from Fate, we've got Arthur, it's just, you just try to keep going for as long as you can. It's a lot of fun for me. Greg, were you there for when I was talking about where you draw the line at something being an NSFW in Mechacord?
No, but it sounds... Okay, sure.
Okay. So, here's the deal. I'm gonna give you a set of 10... I'm gonna give you a set of 10 different concepts. Alright? This is... Okay. Your goal is... Once I give you this, you need to tell me if you were on like an image aggregator site, like a Danburu or something like that, that lets you search up this stuff, would you expect it to be tagged explicit or questionable or not?
Okay.
So your options are either I think it would be tagged explicit, I think it would be tagged questionable, or I think it would be tagged neither of the two. Alright? You ready?
Okay, you're just giving me the subject matter, or you're actually sending me an image?
No, I'm not gonna send you an image. A lot of these are like out of my... I came up with them specifically. Some of them are like meta as shit, so I don't think that it would be possible, really. Alright, number one is, just generally speaking, bunny suits. Where do you draw the line?
By itself?
Not by... Obviously, it's a character wearing a bunny suit.
It depends on how much stuff is being revealed.
So like
if it's just like a bunny suit and like it's like kind of like tight or whatever, it's like, yeah, that's whatever, like we know what you're going for, but like you can be allowed to live. If it's showing like too much skin in like,
how would you describe too much skin? Can you give me like a rough ballpark estimate on skin percentage visible?
A rough ballpark percentage, that's a good question.
I would say as long as the... Here's my thing. I would say as long as the titties and the penis and or vagina are covered, I guess booty hole too, but like that's beside the point.
So long as the sexually explicit parts are
yes,
covered.
As long as that's covered, I feel like you would be able to get away with tagging it questionable, but I don't think you could ever tag a bunny suit anything other than questionable or explicit. Her dad does 0 damage to me, so I can just farm up EXP on him. Felicia out here grinding on her father. Okay. Someone is fully clothed, no skin visible even, and not, well, I mean, obviously except for, like, face and stuff. Like, they're wearing, like, a regular-ass outfit. However, this person is pantomiming sucking somebody off, and they're doing an Aigao face. What do you expect this to be tagged?
That seems... Subject matter can be NSFW, I think, depending on... So... It's probably NSFW.
Yeah, but, like, do you say explicit, questionable? Explicit is, like, there are people actually fucking on this. Questionable is typically, like, this is very clearly sexual material, but it's not directly explicit.
I'd call it questionable. It's like, hey, do you know that sex exists?
Yeah, okay, that's fair, maid outfits, where do you draw the line?
That's fine.
Fine? Okay, fair enough. I think that if you get, like, that short skirt fucking, like, the ReZero style maid, but, like, you go, like, 1 layer deeper on that, then you're like, I'm sorry, that's getting tagged questionable. But, like, unless there are actual private parts visible, it's like I said before, I'm not tagging that shit explicit. Number 4. Side profile of a character that you find attractive after a workout or something, and their pits are exposed and you can see it's sweaty as shit. So it's fetish content for, like, pit fetishists. How do you feel about this?
It's questionable. Like, if I was a mod on a server and I saw that, I'd probably raise an eyebrow. It's not, like, explicit, though.
I want to shove my face in there. Be that as it may, that's not the question being asked. Alright, fair enough. I think I would honestly, I am part of the problem here. I would tag that, like, safe. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not sexual. Listen, if you want to be, we can't allow the freaks out there to stop us from drawing artwork. So, like, I'm not gonna let the fact that there's gonna be somebody jerking off to it, a significant number of somebody jerking off to it, stop me from rating it the way that I believe it is. Alright, number 5, statue from antiquity, nude. So it's like Venus of Milo, Statue of David, stuff like that. What's the rating?
Like, in the exact format that it's in?
Yes.
Aren't those the statues that just straight up have their dick and balls out?
Yes.
I think by, like, a strict legal definition, it is NSFW. Like, if you were to, like,
okay, here, no, that's not what we're going by.
NSFW?
That's not what we're going by. We're going by, would you expect it to be tagged NSFW? Like, would you search for it under one of the NSFW tags?
Yeah, he has his dick and balls out.
Really? I don't think I would at all. It's fucking art, man. It's fucking art, bitch. That's what it's for.
It's art, but it's still art that has its dick and balls off, you know?
True.
Like, okay, if you were to, like, take a child to a museum, right, and the museum had, like, a statue of David with his dick and balls out, then, like, there would still be a content warning there, right?
I literally would not care, man. It's fucking, it's
but
like...
you'd still give them a content warning, just, hey, by the way, this statue has their dick and balls out.
I guess so, but no, I still think I would... Okay, now, statue from antiquity, except they were originally carved wearing a bunny suit. So, this is under the assumption that, like, we traveled back in time and Michelangelo was told, you need to put this lady into a Playboy bunny cosplay. Like, we need to do this. And he was like, I guess if the god's telling me so...
Okay, so statue from antiquity, but instead of having is this instead of having the dick and balls out?
Yes,
or is
yes,
this,
yes,
like, in addition to them?
No,
okay.
no, instead.
It's probably fine then.
I'm gonna be honest, I find this one more perverse than the other one. Because the other one is just like, they're just naked. It's not like sexual, they're just naked. Here, it's like, it's clearly designed to be sexual. I would be more willing to put this as... Brother, if I had a time machine, I'd introduce Da Vinci to Hooters femboys. Fuck, you're so fucking right, dude. That would actually shake his goddamn worldview. But, like, imagine you, like, go back in time, and you tell him about that, and he's like, dude, that's the shit, yeah. And then they take you to their equivalent of, like, Hooter femboys, like, medieval Hooters Femboy Hooters, and you're like, what the fuck? Wouldn't that be fucked up? That's like the plot of the next Doctor Who season. Trust. Femboys have been popular all through history, funnily enough. I will say, I saw, like, a photo of, like, some, like, classified ads for people that wanted, like, roommates or whatever, and it was exactly the same as it was today. Like, they were like, oh, like, for the ones that wanted a guy, they were like, I want you to be tall, I want you to be fit, and I want you to be, like, well, like, well kept. And then for the women, they were all, it's basically the exact same as today, except put in different, like, older language, and it was very funny to me, you know? Things never change. This is maybe my favorite, this and Area Zero are maybe my favorite route themes in Pokemon history. I love this song so fucking much.
It should be engaging with art on a deeper emotional level while playing Fire Emblem.
Dude.
We are playing lag. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know. We're playing Fire Emblem Fate's Conquest, okay?
That reminds me of that time when what was it? I hopped into VC and Shulk was talking about Lolly or whatever, and I was like, dude, we play Fire Emblem Fates where you can fuck Elise. We have no leg to stand on. What was the exact context of that?
No, you didn't just say, oh, we were playing fucking Rule 30 Fortal, and yeah, we were playing Rule 30 Fortal, and which, for those in chat who don't know, is basically Wordle, but you're given two characters, and you have to guess which of the two characters has more, like, Rule 34 things up them. And one of them was Marnie from Pokemon, and I'm just like, there's no way Marnie from Pokemon has that many. She's a fucking child. And Lag is like, some people are into that, and I'm like, but, like, hopefully not too many people. I don't remember, like,
no,
what happened.
I remember what I said. I was like, well, her fit is good. She has a good outfit. I think that a lot of people like her aesthetic, and I think that means that it would not be outrageous to see her have a lot of results. And Brainiac tried to fucking virtue signal on me, and I had to pull out my ult on him.
I don't know if pointing out the fact that the child character is a child is virtue
She's
signaling.
fucking pixels on a screen, Brainiac. Get over it. I don't like it either, but, like, we gotta move on to... You realize that there's a fucking real pedophile in the White House right now? Why are we talking about this?
You think I'm happy about that?
Well, I mean, listen, I feel like we could be spending our time doing more productive things than complaining about people drawing porn of Marnie, the Pokemon character. Like, anime characters are designed to be appealing. That's, like, the whole thing. Somebody told me they didn't like the Heathers because it's too dark, and I was like, wow, what a boring person. Okay. Sometimes, I will say, if you just don't like it because it's too dark, that is cringe. If you have, like, an actual issue with the stuff that's being presented and you have, like, a trigger warning because of it, like, you know, you have, like, trauma associated with it, that's a different thing entirely. But if you're like, I don't want to read this because it's too icky, you are... I'm sorry, you're not a real human. When I first ever played a Fire Emblem game, I married Maribel. I think, who's your first Fire Emblem marriage, Brainiac?
Who did I marry when I played Conquest? Probably Felicia? I don't remember if it was Felicia or if it was someone
I think the first person the first group I ever got married was Frederick and Pan. And I remember that because it happened literally right before Emran died. They got married. I was like so happy for them, and then the next chapter, Emran falls off a cliff and Don't Speak Her Name starts playing, and I was like, well, fuck.
Okay, cool, got it.
I will say, if this run goes long and then dies, I'm gonna be attempting to just try to solo everything with Corrin. She fucking crit him, you bastard.
I don't think that Corrin. Well, I guess you.
My Corrin, definitely, dude. I have life and death advantage. Trample.
You'll probably struggle a little bit in the late game, probably.
Yeah.
But we'll see, because I think the benchmarks in late game get a little rough. And you're definitely not beating Rev that way.
True. Fire Emblem Torture Simulator, healing you up, just chip him. Yeah, you know, what's a little war crimes between a friend? Oh, I forgot, we didn't even finish this. Okay. Number 7 for the we're back on the describing whether it's going to be explicit or not. We were on number.
Go back to forgetting. Can you go back to forgetting?
All right. I'm gonna describe this to you. All right, I need you to actually lock in because this is like actually a descriptive sentence, and I need you to listen to what I'm saying. It's the middle of summer. It's hot.
It's
A character.
This description starts with it's in the middle of summer. Okay, that's completely fucking morbid, but sure. Okay, continue.
It's the middle of summer. It's hot. A character's wearing a shirt and nothing else, maybe, but you don't really know on the status of the underwear, eating a rapidly melting popsicle while lifting the shirt up away from the screen to face a fan that's on full blast, presumably to try to cool down. What do you rate this?
Very descriptive, I've gotta say. That's probably suggestive.
It's pretty hot. Like, well, if you had like a low-level superpower, like a really low-level, super simple and not that powerful superpower, what would it be?
What's our bar for like low-level, not that good?
Like you don't get hiccups.
So just like a minor convenience.
Yes. Can microwave food without a microwave? I'm sorry, that's at least mid-level. Stand up for the national anthem, everybody. Alright, my superpower would be that I would want to be able to crack my knuckles like every 30 seconds.
Specifically every 30 seconds.
Well, just, okay. You know, just as like a baseline. I wouldn't mind it being like 30 seconds, give or take 10 seconds, something like that.
I'm feeling I can control traffic lights.
I think that's, it's a little bit high power for what we're going for, but I don't hate it. He doesn't double? Who are you and what have you done to Niles?
That looks like he's still at base level, and those guys have, what, 11 speed?
He is he's 2 levels above base level, I'll have you know.
So he hasn't leveled up speed a single time.
Oh, wow, that's really fucking sad.
That's what happened to Niles.
Well, what's his strength growth? What's his strength level up situation right now?
I forget what his base strength is. I think he leveled up strength.
I know he's leveled up strength at least once, from what I remember.
I think it's exactly once. I think he joins with 9 strength.
Fair enough. Listen, that's one of those things where, like, it's not worth getting mad about. Niles' speed level ups, he's gonna catch up. It's fine. It's Niles. It's like getting mad about Kaze for not leveling up speed 2 times in a row. It's the other shit you should be worried about. Brennick, have you ever encountered, like, a primo LARPer?
What kind of LARPer?
I will say, the worst kind of LARPer is the one that is not original at all. Like, I guess all LARPers are kind of unoriginal, but in the main Fire Emblem subreddit, I encountered this guy who was very clearly a LARPer. Like, oh my god, such an obvious LARPer. The first indication I had is that the conversation somehow got onto Persona, and they said that I just want the next Persona game to be in college with adults, and I was like, ooh, that's a mass marketed opinion there, buddy. You're getting kind of hot water there. That's not something that a normal person thinks about, because a normal person has, like, unique opinions that haven't been fed to them by a YouTuber. I guess I shouldn't be talking, because it benefits me to have you guys regurgitate the shit that I say, but I digress. And then, after that, they were like, well, I mean, just, and they were like, well, and also we need a female Persona MC, and I was like, okay, yeah, this person is literally they're just regurgitating shit they saw on YouTube, and what other people think is a good opinion to have. And I asked them, and they were like, oh, I don't really like Danganronpa, another just very common opinion at this point. I was like, well, and they tried to claim that they had, like, a little bit of experience in visual novels, and I was like, oh, what's your favorite visual novel? And they said, and I quote, Stainsgate. Not Steinsgate. They said Stains space Gate. And that's when I was like, okay, dude, you're not even trying. Not only is Steinsgate already unfathomably popular, to the point where, like, it's so obvious that would be one of the picks if you were trying to LARP. It's also not even spelled correctly in 2 different ways. And I even tried to ask them, what's your favorite part of Steinsgate? And they said, oh, I can't think of one right now. Like, dude, you LARPers need to come up with more. You need to have, like, a better group on you, because this shit is ridiculous.
You need to LARP more efficiently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not even good at LARPing. Hit, please. Thank you. I was saying, Brainiac, like 2 runs ago, I had early promote Nyx, and she was so fucking good that I had to actually, like, rethink my opinion on that character.
Really?
She was so good. It was ridiculous how useful she was. If I can get Nyx to level 10 here, I'm not taking on the reinforcements. Wait, do the reinforcements have any money on them? No, right?
Pretty sure they do not.
Can you look it up for me?
From memory, they do not have any.
Can you look it up for me?
Oh my god.
94 hit! Fuck off. Just get the capture. Well, that was 1 turn that I saved on my Chapter 7 clear, so that's something. I'm improving, guys. This is who your guys were saying has a soft voice, but speak softly, by the way. I accidentally skipped it! Early promo Nyx has good 1 to 2 range and speed. Let's not get carried away. I don't know about good. I don't know about all that, but... I think we promote her pre-chapter, to be perfectly honest with you. We just do this shit. Oh, I forgot about that. That's an imposter. That's not the real Effie. Sure. I will say, I don't blame Niles for trying to teach at least some slurs. It does seem like it would be very funny if she started, like, saying, like, swears and stuff. Do you guys think Elise is a top? Oh, God. Am I really going to answer this question? Honestly, I am going to answer it. The real answer is I don't know. Do you guys think Effie is a top? I will say Effie and Elise are, like, around the same age, apparently, but I think Effie is definitely a top.
Like, imagine bottoming for someone that you could crush with your bare hands.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're doing Elise on the left side usually here, is what I've learned is the stratagem. The existence of stratagem implies the existence of strataslop. You guys ever think about that? FE6 is strataslop.
You see what I mean, guys, when I say lag just be saying words sometimes?
You know what, speaking of which, a business that I do not understand at all is the strip club. What the fuck is the point of the strip club? Have you ever been to a strip club, Brainiac?
No, I have not.
Me neither. But, like, from what I understand, apparently you're not supposed to jerk off at the strip club. Which is fair, but then what the fuck are you supposed to do? I don't understand. Like, what is the goal here? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Strip clubs are because brothels are outlawed. Yes, but then the strip club doesn't make any sense because it's not a brothel. In a brothel, you can get somebody to fuck you. That's different. In a strip club, I'm pretty sure you can't get somebody to fuck you. So then what's the point? What the fuck? I forgot these two guys are even over here. Hold up. How much damage do you take from a combat, Haitaka? 0 damage. He's too good! He 1-hit KOs! Oh my god. Let's do this. What?! Okay, I need to see the playback on that, actually. What killed her? She got crit. No, she couldn't have gotten crit. There's no way those guys had enough crit to kill her. What even got her? Dude, literally, she got fucked by a ghost, dude. Like, what happened? It's like Ghostbusters. She got killed by a ghost.
Well, glad to see the Chapter 7 grind was worth it, guys.
You always keep me honest, Brainiac. But also, what the fuck? Elise heard the chat and she didn't want to go on? I guess so, man. Couldn't you have at least stuck around until fucking the end of this, at least until the end of Chapter 10? Fuck's sake. When I heard the music of somebody dying, I thought I was like, oh, I miscalculated on Haitaka and he's dead. No, they killed Elise! I'm gonna need to use a fucking freeze staff on this guy, aren't I? Who the fuck am I marrying to Odin then? I guess he's gonna have to be Nyx. That makes the whole Nyx conundrum a bit easier to manage, I suppose. You got doubled? Lilith, you're dog shit. Okay. I meant to pair up. I meant to pair up. What a run, guys. What a run. How long has this stream been? 2 hours!
You lost on Invasion 1.
Well, because I was trying to pair up with Niles, then we were on here, and then frozen this guy, but because because she healed him instead, because of the way the priority works, I just died. Well, I'll accept the game over with dignity.
To waterboard this one out of me, Chief.
The strip club is my favorite Fates weapon. That was actually pretty good.